The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, I'm Donta.
And hey, I'm Dana.
And welcome to the Donta Show.
What's up, Village? It's your boy Kwame, the man with the plan behind the stands. I'm going to go ahead and make this quick because some of y'all got mouths and be talking mess in the comments and saying that the intro commercial is too long. So, I got something for you. Here we go. Let's get into it. Before we bring out these awesome kings, I need you to stop what you're doing. Excuse me? Excuse me? Ma'am, sir, you. Whether you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, I need you to go ahead and share this live stream. Donta and Dana didn't get all dressed up for you not to share their melanated goodness, so share. You share everything else up in here. Share some quality content for your boys. Now that we mentioned YouTube, are you subscribed to the Donta Show's YouTube? Oh, you're not? Oh, girl. I'm going to need y'all to get it together. Join the village. Go over to www.youtube.com/Donta Morrison. And when you get a chance, head over to Dr. Morrison's. That's right, your boy got his PhD. Head over to Dr. Donta Morrison's website, www.dontamorrison.com, where you can learn more about the man, the myth, the legend known as Donta. And while you're at it, grab some TDS merch and his books. Yes, purchase those smutty books filled with smut. Grab The End of the Rainbow and Yesterday Clarified. And last but not least, head over to the company that put this all together, Pyro Media Network. Pyro Media Network is a proactive network focused on providing an innovative space for content creators and entrepreneurs. PMN is dedicated to giving its viewers a diverse entertainment experience while helping content creators elevate their production, engagement, and overall branding. To date, PMN has reached over 1 million viewers and listeners internationally, produced over 52 successful shows with high ratings and fanfare, and has housed over 60 content creators, brands, and businesses through entertainment and consulting services exclusive to PMN. Pyro Media Network is a network that makes you feel at home. So if you have an idea for a show, podcast, or need some professional video and audio production for your business or brand, then join the Pyro family today. Go ahead and visit www.pyromedianetwork.com and we will show you how to go to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me welcome my brothers from another mother, the dynamic duo, the melanated kings themselves, Donta and Dana. Let's get it. Let's go!
Are they screaming for you or me? I don't hear no guys screaming. I just hear women.
I like soft men. So, hey, everybody, welcome to the Donta Show. I'm your host, Dante Morrison, and we are here for Monday Mayhem. We are going to just go through a lot of topics on tonight, so I hope that you are ready to dig in and dissect. So, with that being said, go ahead and tag all your friends, your homies, your cousins, your loved ones. Get them up here for another edition of the Donta Show. We're excited to have you. I am your host, Dante Morrison, and next to me is the phenomenal
Dana Dane, Dante's little brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we here, y'all. And you know what? We made it safely. God is good. We made it to another day.
All the time, all the time. What's up, Tosh? What's up, Joe? What's up, Frat? What it do, everybody?
Joe in the building.
What it do? I am glad that y'all are here. Let's look. I'm gonna give y'all a minute. Go ahead and just start tagging some folks because a lot of folks are saying they're not seeing when we go live. They'll know we go live and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna give you a few minutes to a few seconds.
Right.
A few seconds to go ahead and tag your friends, your family, your cousins, and all that kind of stuff, and say, yo, check out tonight's episode of the Donta Show. We got a lot of conversation. We got a lot of things to discuss and unpack. And I hope that you will take the time to just be here with us. So do that. So in the interim, I hope that everyone had a good Monday, had a good day today. You know, did what you had to do to get through today because a lot was going on today that probably got you all just drained and wore out. But whatever the case may be, you are here, you are back for another round of conversation, and I am glad to see you. So I am busy tagging my friends, my peeps, letting them know that we are live, letting them know that we are here, and I hope that you are doing the same. If you are not, you honestly have time to do so. You got time to do it, so go ahead and do that. So Dana, how was your weekend?
You know what? I had a good weekend, man. I was down in Fantasy Springs on Saturday, and
what's Fantasy Springs?
It's a casino. We was down there, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And,
okay.
It was good, man. We had a good time. I got stung by an ant. You know those red ants?
The red ants, yeah.
Man, sent some power through my leg that I never felt before. I was like, yo, I thought it was a thorn or something in there. And I'm going in. I'm like, you little mother. I didn't curse because it was Sunday.
Right.
But I wanted to.
Right.
And I'm like, this, I done got. But I'm all right. I can still walk. Ishkata, hiya, glory. And other than that, man, I had a pretty okay day today. You know, Mondays are usually my busiest days at work. I know about you. I know you tired.
I'm tired.
I can smell the tiredness on you.
I am tired.
And but other than that, man, I'm glad to be here. I can see my brother, man.
Good, man. Good. Yeah, and for those that didn't know, last week I got to see Dana in concert. Last Thursday, Dana was in concert at the District on Crenshaw. So if you live in the LA area, I don't know if that's going to be a recurring event.
We'll let you guys know for sure.
So it was last Thursday night. I stopped by the District to support Dana live. I didn't get to share the video, but I'll share it. It's dated now, but it's dated. Yeah, D, he saved. He holy. Holy. But so Dana so I walked to the District. I walked in. District is a cool spot. So it's in LA. It's on Crenshaw. It's right across the street from Angela's mortuary funeral home. So if you ever watch Boys in the Hood, remember when the cop pulled Trey and Ricky over and the cop put the gun to Ricky's neck and was like, oh, you think you wanted him? And Ricky was like, man, I ain't know, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So the District is right across the street. Like if you're sitting in the District and turn around, you can see right where Trey and Ricky got pulled over. It's really sad. But that's also where they had Nipsey Hussle's funeral. So Nipsey Hussle's funeral was right there as well. So the District is right there on the spot. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Roku? What it do? So that's what that happened. So I walked in and Dana was on the drums and he had the microphone to his mouth and he playing and celebrate good times. Come on.
Not celebrate good times. Oh my God.
I'm like, what kind of retro? But he was celebrate good time. Come on. Let's celebrate. I said, all right, Dana, you better go ahead, bro. Show them your gifts and your talents. I am not mad at you. But it was a good time. So D, you was there. There.
Y'all, I think y'all passed each other.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. So D, am I lying? Am I lying? I'm not lying. It was a tribute to Kool and the Gang and the Commodores and all that.
No, this is the funniest thing I did. And like right when we was getting ready to go to break, right? I said, let me test this waters. So what I did is I was like, now I would only do this at a black venue.
Uh-huh.
I said, down in the valley where the girls get naked, and the whole district finished the entire.
I don't even know it.
They finished it.
Yeah, I don't down. It's some what is it?
Look, ain't lying, dude. The whole venue was. It was like somebody was talking like, yeah, because you 1, 2, second, 1, 2. I was like, y'all people.
You know, our people ain't nothing like us. Ain't nothing like us. We know we go out, we have a good time. We always have a reunion, and you always see somebody that you think you know. Mm-hmm. You ain't sure if you know them, but you're gonna talk to them anyway because they look like somebody you ought to know. I love Black people. I love hanging around Black people. I love being in safe environments with Black people. It's just fun. Speaking of Black people, tonight's lineup, we got conversations about a lot of things Black. You know, the Donta show is all about Black, bliggity Black, Black Lives Matter, Black people first, Black empowerment, Black entrepreneurs, Black leaders, Black politicians, just Black. So if this is your first time watching, thank you and welcome. If you're not subscribing on YouTube, David, tell them how to do it.
Hey, go to youtube.com/Donta Morrison. Click the subscribe button. Like I say all the time, some of y'all still getting Finger Hut, Avon, Essence, Vibe. Do they even do Vibe magazine anymore?
I think it's online. I don't know. Do they?
Some of y'all still getting the Source magazine. I don't know how.
Listen, that's good reading.
But still, subscribe to the Donta Show on YouTube. Tell a friend. Hit that button, and you'll know every time we go on live. Even if we just go on live to say hi and God bless you. Hey, tell a friend, tell a loved one, tell a cousin. Get those numbers up. We got to do this. Let's go.
We appreciate y'all. So tonight's conversation, we got a lot of things to talk about. It's a lot of stuff going on in the world. It's a lot of stuff that we probably are like, I don't want to talk about that, but we're going to keep it good. We're going to keep it good. We're going to keep it lighthearted. We're going to keep it healthy. But we also going to talk about Brittney Griner. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Tank's final album. Tank just released his final studio album. That within itself should be enough to make us all cry, all weep. So Tank is releasing his final album. We're going to talk about Nicki Minaj. She finally got her first #1. Yes, Nicki Minaj finally got her first #1. I know y'all all probably like, nah, Nicki is #1. Nicki. No, Nicki finally got her first #1. We're going to talk about that on tonight. We're going to talk about driving while Black. I posted conversation. I posted a status earlier today about driving while Black, and regardless of how safe you feel, how legal you feel, when the cops get behind you, you still get a little bead of sweat right here. Why is that? Why is that? Triggers and traumas. And then we're going to talk about Fight On, Be Great. And that is going to be a twist. So, you know, the Donta Show always got a twist. Fight on, be great. I'm going to break that down. So please
break it down.
Don't leave before the end of the show. So let's dig in. Let's dive in. So listen, I'm sure everybody knows about Brittney Griner, right? Everybody knows about Brittney Griner. If you know about Brittney Griner, have heard of Brittney Griner, know what Brittney Griner is going through, let's get in these comments and talk about Brittney Griner. Do you think Brittney Griner should come home? Or do you think Brittney Griner, you know, is kind of like, well, this is what happens when you do things. Now, I'm not saying either one, but I want to see what you think. This is a safe space. And you know, when I say a safe space, Dana, you know how many folks watch our show and do not comment?
There's a lot of people that watch our show because people have come up to me and says, hey, you're on the show with Donta. And I'm like,
right. It is a lot of people. It's a lot of folks that watch our show and don't comment.
Why? I don't understand. They
why?
Trolling.
No, they're not trolling. It's because safe spaces are few and far between. This is a safe space. People think that if they come on and they start giving their comments or their honest opinions, they're gonna get drugged. So the Donta Show, we're not a drag show. Nope. I don't drag anybody.
We don't even dress in drag.
I think I have only clapped back on one person that was in the comments. The whole 3.5 years we've been doing this show, I've only clapped back on one person. That's because a person came late to the conversation and they insert their opinion and was trying to drag other folks. I was like, okay, and we're not finna do that.
Did I ever clap back at anyone?
No.
No, I think so.
No, you never clap back.
It was the Black Lives Matter.
Oh, yeah, we have Black Lives Matter on. That wasn't really a clap back. That was like, you're not making any sense. So we're trying to have y'all back and rock with y'all, but you're not making no sense. All right. So Joe, are you saying nope, she shouldn't come home, or nope, she shouldn't still be in jail? You know, so let's talk about that. So for those that are not certain about what is going on or what happened with Brittney Griner, so Brittney Griner played basketball. She played basketball in Russia. All right, we all know about that. And she was coming home, and as she was coming home, she got stopped in the airport, and she had a small amount, like a minuscule amount of God, was it?
I thought it was a vape pen.
It was a vape pen, but she had the actual cartridges.
Oh, okay.
She had the cartridges. Yeah. She had the but it was like minuscule.
So small.
Yeah. So they locked her up. She was in jail for a long time, waiting to go to trial, and then she finally went to trial, and then. Now I think she has 9 years.
9 years.
She has 9 years. She's only 31 years old. Her wife is here in America. She even told her wife, "Yo, sis, I need you to go ahead and live your life. Do you? I'm a wrangle on through this. I'm gonna make it happen." But everybody is in uproar. They're in uproar, and it's like, "Yo, let her come home. Let her come home." And they're comparing it to this not even a similar situation, but there was this white girl that did far worse than Brittney. She was actually caught with drugs. Like, she had the drugs. She had the hashish, almost taped to her body, and she got like 2 months, and she came home. But Brittney is there for 9 years. So people are like, "Yo, what's going on?" So I have multiple approaches to this. What's up, Lavelle? What's up with the thanks, Lisa, a vape pen?
Yeah, it was right. A vape pen.
Yeah. So I have multiple opinions on this. Is this a black thing? That's one. Is it a black thing? Has it become a black thing over here in America? Have we made it a black thing? If Brittney Griner was not black, would we be as invested in the situation as we are? And I'm just asking y'all opinion, because Brittney is black. She's a black professional basketball player. She's lesbian. She's married to a woman. The whole nine. So there's a lot of nuance in here. I know the LGBT community, the black the black L community is really pushing, like, "Yo, let her go, let her go, let her go." Then you got the black community, because she's a black woman, let her go, let her go, let her go. And the president, our government, was really quiet about the entire situation. So what do you think, Dana? Do you think she should come home?
I think she should come home. I think she should be able to come home. Again, it was just a small thing. She did state that she didn't know the rules and regulations of their country. It wasn't like she was trying to smuggle anything in there. And
that's it. That's all you got?
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. I'll let you think.
I think it's a political statement. I think they're trying to do something because we didn't help them in that fight against the
fight that's still going on.
Yeah, I think they're trying, and then on top of that, they're trying to trade somebody that we have in captivity for her.
Captivity?
Yeah, that we have in prison for her.
Like Harambe?
Like Harambe. Wow. But no, that's what it is, because they even mentioned it. They like, "Yo, let this guy go to us, and then we'll let her go." So I think it's political. She's a black woman. She's 7'9". Ukraine, thank you, D. There's a lot of things that's taken effect in this situation, and I think she should be allowed to come home.
But do we?
And here's one more thing.
Go ahead.
If the WNBA was paying their players enough, their players wouldn't have to go and play during the summer to suffice the income that they're not getting in the WNBA.
But that's not the players' fault. That's our fault.
No, we
don't support the WNBA.
No, but they still need to get paid.
Yeah, but we don't support them enough to give them the wages to get paid. They're not going to shell out millions of dollars to these female basketball players if the crowd is empty.
But
do you go to WNBA games?
I sure do. So the Sparks is my squad.
And who's there when you go?
All guys.
Is packed?
It's packed.
It's sold out.
Sold out to the nosebleed. So I think. But what I'm saying,
okay.
No, but what I'm saying
I know the WNBA. If you compare the WNBA to the NBA, there is a vast difference when it comes to compensation. That's because the WNBA does not get the financial backing that the NBA gets. They don't get the support. They don't get the support because people don't support it.
But
people don't support the WNBA like they support the NBA. So they need to go overseas.
I'm just playing, Lavelle.
They need to go overseas to make their money. So I know when I've gone to WNBA games, there's been nobody there but lesbians. There's been lesbians and a few men that are trying to get one of the straight women that's on the court. But it's not packed out. It's not lines wrapped around the building trying to get in. It's not a support for the WNBA, unfortunately. And these women are super talented, but they're not being supported by us.
Exactly.
So
that's what I'm saying.
But we can't blame that. We can't blame that on the athletic commission. Well, we got to look at ourselves. Right. We're not supporting these basketball players. So
it still boils down to, if we support them, they could get more money, so they don't have to go over to these places to play.
That's not what you said, though. That's what I said. That's what I cleaned up.
You didn't clean
That's
up.
That's what you were alluding to.
But you just piggybacked.
Okay. Well, you said she was in captivity.
I didn't say she was. I said we had somebody in captivity.
Let me look at these comments. Let's go. Let me look at these comments.
See, somebody agree with me.
So hold on. So let's go to Joe McClain. Joe McClain said she played over there all the time. She knew what it was. People thinking everywhere is America. Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
You're right.
Go to Singapore, spit some gum, and tell me how that ends up. Facts. Americans need to understand, when y'all go to these other countries, you ain't in America. Black, white, or other. Now, yes, the scales are always off balance, but these other countries, they don't have the same laws that we have, and they look at things totally different. So you do some of that stuff in other countries, trying to use your privilege, they're going to look at you, chuckle, and laugh, and say, we don't care. Go into this cell with a bucket of water and that. So we got to look at the circumstances where she was. All right. Then Steph Sims says, yes, 9 years is way too harsh. Damn, though, leave your drugs at home. They don't care about your black ass. Right. Leave your drugs at home. That kind of ties into what Joe was saying. Now I know that, for example, in California, marijuana is legal. It is legal. But that does not mean you can fly with marijuana, because other states, it is not legal. So if you take off in LA with a bag full of weed, and then you land in a state where it is not legal, yes, they have every right to arrest you for drug trafficking. Because
but 9 years though.
It ain't America. It ain't America. It ain't America. So let me see. Serena said,
what if their jail time was like, their currency? Like it didn't weigh the same as.
Right. Well, it might not.
Yeah, it may 9 years. It may not be 9 years.
Be a lot. Yeah. Serena over there on YouTube said, "Why can celebrities do the work that entire social movements can't?" Serena, expound upon that. Why can celebrities do the work that entire social movements can't? Expound upon that, Serena, if you can. I want to get a clearer understanding before I dive into that.
Where does that say?
Right there. It's on the screen.
Why can't celebrities do that? I think that takes us back to.
Oh, you understand it?
I understand what I think. I think it takes us back to when these injustice movements and stuff like that. How come a lot of black celebrities aren't stepping up and getting through the door because they have the platform? I think that's what she's meaning.
Oh, she said, "Why can celebrities do the work?"
Oh, okay.
Oh, basically, so kind of how Kim Kardashian got the young lady off of death row.
Yeah.
Okay.
They need to step up. Okay. They're not stepping up.
It's the visit. No, she said they can,
but they're not.
No, she said they can. She's saying, why can celebrities how come Kim Kardashian can get a woman off of death row and the entire Black Lives Movement cannot?
Right.
Yes, can. So she's vouching for celebrities.
But the only person that I seen in the media that said they was going to go over there and try to get her was Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
And the world hates him. But he's standing up trying to do some positive.
But that's what she's saying.
I know. I agree with her.
Oh, okay.
But it should be more celebrities doing this, though.
But we got to understand the why. Should celebrities be focusing on her, or the other bigger issues happening in America?
I think they should be focusing on both. You don't think they should be focusing on both?
I think it's a lot to focus on here. I think it's a lot to focus on in America. We got a lot of issues here.
Yeah.
That we need celebrity voice attached to.
And they're not attaching.
You flying way to Russia to get her out of jail. Not saying that, that's not a good thing, but you doing that. But are you going downtown to get the dude out of jail?
They just need to take Jesse over there. Jesse can get anybody out.
Yeah, Jesse ain't, he ain't speaking for me. But that's another subject, another show. So Sharitha said, sometimes it seems like it was a setup. Why did they stop her and search her back?
That's what I'm saying.
We don't know. So therefore, living while Black, we should always be under conscious thought that we are under a microscope. No matter where you go, we're under a microscope. Black people are always observed and looked at and whatever. So you in Russia, you are 6-something feet tall. You are a female.
You standing out in the crowd.
They're looking at you. So hey, let's just look through her back just because.
Right.
So I'm just saying. Let's see who else we got. Lisa Brown Washington said players should be briefed on what they're supposed to be doing over there in foreign countries. Hopefully they are. I hope they do get some kind of manual talking about how to exist in these foreign countries. I know when I had to go to India and Dubai with my class, we got a whole culture packet. How to shake hands, how to look, how to dress, how to this, how to that. Because we had to learn the culture of their country. We cannot go there with our American ideas thinking it's going to be accepted. And I think a lot of people, a lot of Americans, white Americans specifically, I see them go to other countries and they think they're Americans over there. But that's just an elitist mindset.
I got the same handout when I went to Compton. I was like, yo, they gave me the briefing of what to do and how to, all that.
Yeah. I mean, no, you laughed but you're joking, but that's real. That's real, yeah. When I did the show Fix My Choir, when I did that TV show, we had filmed, it was Blonde on Steve Harvey show. Oh. We had filmed a segment over in South LA, and we had pulled up to film with the camera crew and all that, but they didn't get approval from the block. So we had to literally sit in our cars for almost an hour and a half while somebody went and negotiated with the hood to allow us to film in the park, because the production crew didn't realize you got to get approval to go into certain areas. You can't just step in with cameras saying we've been home. So I mean, no matter where you go, it's all about, you got to get some respect, and get approval to be in certain areas.
It's almost like you got to check in.
Right.
Yeah.
And if Dennis Rodman going over there, he better hope he come back, because they're going to look at Dennis like, well, who are you? You can sit there right next to her. I'm just saying. Right. Thanks, AC. AC said they definitely get briefed. It's no different than when military deploys to other countries. Right. You got to learn cultural competency. You got to learn how to navigate in that culture.
I think it was just a mishap on her part, or she probably just thought she can get away with it.
No, it wasn't no mishap. She knew what she was doing. She thought she was in America. She said, I'm going to go home. I got this little vape. I'm going to hop on this flight. And Russia was like, nah, sis.
But here's the thing. Are you even supposed? Well, she's not. I know during the season you're not supposed to drink and do smoke and all that.
Oh, come on, bro. You think they all sober?
Oh, no. Heck no. I mean, I've seen some ball players on the NBA court that looked like they was drunk.
Right. Yeah, so it's like, come on, cut it out. All right, so moving on from, I see the Thai Squad up in the building. What's up, Thai Squad? Listen, if you have not subscribed to the Dante Show on YouTube, make sure to do so. Go to youtube.com/Dante Morrison. Once again, youtube.com/Dante Morrison. Subscribe to the Dante Show. You'll be notified every single time we go live.
Yes.
Every single time we go live, you'll get an alert. You'll get notification. And guess what? You'll be in the village watching the show. So moving on to the next thing. Tank. Y'all know R&B superstar Tank, the man behind so many hit R&B. Go ahead. Now have your moment. The man behind so many R&B songs. So I think it was earlier this year, Tank reported that he was losing his hearing. He was going, he was deaf, I think in one ear. I think it was in one ear, but he still recorded. So Tank just released his 10th and final studio album called R&B Money. If you are a Tank fan, give Tank some shout outs up on this thread. He might be watching. I'm not sure. We go way back. Let
me send this podcast to him real quick.
We go way back. So listen, if you are a fan of Tank, if you like Tank's vocals, put in the chat what your favorite Tank song is. I know a lot of fellas on there. Y'all done got a lot of from a Tank track. A Tank track was playing in the background, and she was like, "You so crazy, stop. Is that Tank? Is that Darrell?" And you smiling, yeah, girl. That type of thing. So you got to give Tank his flowers. Tank was on squad with Aaliyah, Genuine. Tank goes way back, and Tank has written some bangers. Tank has sang some bangers, but Tank's hearing and all that kind of stuff, it was really challenged over the last year. So he has released his last studio album called R&B Money. I wonder how it's going to sound, though. I mean, I'm sure it's going to sound good. I mean, it's in the studio, so I know it's going to have some stuff to it, but hopefully it gets the praise that it deserves, because I don't think Tank has ever won a Grammy or nothing.
He should have. I mean, he wrote a lot of stuff he's written people don't know. And he should have gotten something by now. I mean, he gets slighted. He did an interview one time. He said Ed Sheeran came out with the song, or no, what's this dude? Steve Smith.
Oh, Sam Smith.
Sam Smith, the one song he did, and it blew up, went crazy. He said if he would have did the same song, it would have got to the same play as it did.
Right.
And he can sing circles around Sam Smith.
Circles. Oh, Lisa put when we. When I can't sing now, that's too raunchy. This is a Christian show. They can sing when we. You ain't saying.
Oh
yeah, when we was,
wait, is that the man himself there?
Thais? Yeah, Thais. Devastated. Right, Sharita. I'm sure that whatever Tank do, Tank can talk and sound better than the verses with Ray J. Ray J should never sing another song.
Don't do that. Ray J. Brandy is watching right now.
And
don't talk about her brother like that.
I'll talk about her.
But
I've met her.
They watch every week.
And it was not a good encounter neither time. I've met her twice.
They watch every week.
With a good encounter. So all the ladies talking about when we. So ladies, so when Tank's saying when we, how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel?
When we pray. That's what y'all should be saying. When we pray.
Yeah.
That's what y'all should be saying. Because there's some saints on here talking about some goddamn when we.
Right.
When we take communion. When we go to the verse of Leviticus,
listen.
When we go down
don't
on
Leviticus, don't do Leviticus.
When we go down on our, when we go to the what?
Don't do Leviticus.
Don't do
Leviticus caused too much controversy. Don't do Leviticus.
So leave
Speaking of Leviticus, let's just dive in real quick. Let's do a turn real quick.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the post I did with the pastor that spent like a whole hour talking about Beyonce? It's like, bro, why are you so pressed about Beyonce?
Right.
So this is an old pastor. I don't know if he's Kojic, Pentecostal, Apostolic, whatever. He's an old school pastor. And I'm just saying this real quick. This is not even part of our talk, but you brought Leviticus, the judgment book, and he did this. Well, 1 week ago, he did a sermon about Church Girl and about how Church Girl was just this abomination and yada, 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 yada. Well, he came back. Oh, thank you, Kwame. Kwame was ready. Bishop Wooten, he's Kojic, Church of God in Christ. So you're Kojic. Oh. So Bishop Wooten, he did this sermon about Beyonce and Church Girl and was just really pressed about it. He was real pressed. So then he did this comeback that was supposed to be, well, let me kind of further explain what I mean. I wasn't, but however, and started talking about her even more. He talked about Beyonce. He talked about, of course, the gays, we're easy target. Then he talked about, the Roe versus Wade. He talked about Muslims. I'm like, dude, I didn't get dressed, put on this tie, put $7 a gallon gas in my car to drive to church to talk about the person that I played on the way to church. I didn't do that.
Right.
And to do all of that was just so unnecessary. And I'm like, is this what we have gone with sermons? Is this what we've gone with sermons?
That bothers me. Because it's so much, like you said, there's so much going on in the world that you can find in scripture and tie it in and talk about. But you're taking the time to sit up here and try to downplay someone. Don't forget that you weren't always saved. And that's what people forget to realize, that you always weren't walking. I don't know nobody that was born speaking in tongues, that was born full of fire. I don't know nobody like that. So when you pass judgment on people and you down them like that, God don't like that.
Right. They're bored.
Yeah,
bored.
It's
and I don't even think it's about remembering that you weren't always saved. Because whether saved or unsaved, talking about an artist is just a waste of time. If you don't like the person, leave it alone.
Fine, yeah.
I ain't never heard now one sermon from a black church talking about rock music. They didn't come for AC/DC. They didn't come for Ozzy Osbourne. I didn't hear them say nothing about that because they felt, well, black folks say listen to it. Well, what if I was an Oz head? I listened to a lot of rock music when I was in the Air Force because I had white dorm mates. So I'm sitting listening to all kind of stuff like, okay, I guess I got to get into it because, I play NWA and they rock and I got to listen. You in the military, you kind of get diversified.
Exactly, yeah.
But it's the low-hanging fruit. Stop bullying or talking about low-hanging fruit. It's annoying. It is annoying. It's goofy. And bruh, you're too old. It's like I'm looking at this old man coming from this old traditional stance with this old doctrine, this old template. It's like, bruh, get relevant, get with the times, because the young people up in there, they got their pods in right now listening to the artists that you're talking about because they're tuning you out. So I'm just saying. So that wasn't even on our document tonight. I just took a break when you said Leviticus. I'm like, here we go.
Yeah, but that just irks me, man. I don't like that because you know me. I don't like bullying and all that stuff. So you just try to just down somebody.
But the gag is when you clap back on them, and I saw you comment, I saw the chat. When you clap back on them, then their followers get all butthurt. You know, like the whole Juanita Bynum hypocritical thing.
Now that was funny.
Now, mama, you woofing. Don't listen to secular music and yada yada yada. And then the next moment, you all with Mary. You can't get no more secular than Mary.
Right.
So, but I'm sure the Bynamites is all like, well, she didn't mean it that way, and yada yada yada.
How old is that video?
Right. Really, it's like, really, that's what we do. That's what we do it. I mean, come on, bro. Yes, in church, listen to Beyonce. You know, when you was in church, when you was little, and we had the Walkman and whatnot, you push play. You want to hear the Clark sisters. I was hearing Pistol Grip pump in my lap at all times.
But here's the thing. But the funny thing about it is the way that these musicians in church are remixing gospel songs in church. Their arrangements, they throwing fire. Dun, dun, dun.
Right.
Hezekiah did it. Kirk's doing it. Everybody's doing it. I mean,
never would have made it plays in the club. It's a house mix. It's a house mix.
You know what I'm saying? I Believe I Can Fly was not a church song.
Well, wrong artist. We're not doing that.
No, I'm just saying.
Too soon.
Even with Because I'm Happy, I seen a couple of choirs actually do that in church.
That's secular?
Yeah, it was in a freaking Minions movie.
That's a feel-good song.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah. All right, look, y'all. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back with our last two topics. This was the last two topics.
Pistol grip pump.
Pistol grip pump in my lap at all times. That one, listen. That was my jam. Pistol grip pump was my pistol grip pump and Ain't No Future in Your Frontin'. Those was my anthems back in the day. I mean, Ain't No Future in the Frontin', you know, Fat Rims in the Kidwood. You know, man, Laughlin Air Force Base. So, all right, so we're gonna come back in 2 minutes, do our last two subjects. PTSD, driving while black. Have you ever been driving your car knowing that everything is up to date, you good, and the police get behind you? How do you react? What's the first thing that goes through your mind? And then the last subject, fight on, be great. I'm going to twist that for you and see what you'll do. Kwame, take us out. See y'all in 2 and 2. What up, everybody? We are back for the second half of the Dante show. So we're waiting on Tank to respond because we did reach out. So we shall see if he will jump on this thread and just chime in, let y'all know how much he loves and appreciates you. Ladies, get your undergarments ready to throw at the screen because y'all know if Tank appears, you know. And so you know what? You know, I want to do this. I wish I could. So my friend is on here, AC Canty, and he posted this this story that I hope it was fake because it was just too hard to believe. But it's this story he posted, and I wish I could get him on here. We could talk about this story, but it's too late to fix it all up. But it's a story about this lady and her husband and the husband's boys trip, and she was invited, but her husband and his best friend sat in first class, and he bought her a ticket in coach. You know, so of course everybody's like, yo, what's going on with his husband and best friend if they in first class and his wife is in coach? And the husband's like, yo, I bought you a ticket. You're a housewife. You don't have no job. So be glad I bought you something. At least you're going. So of course, you know, the ladies is all in their feelings and all mad. Why your best friend get to go first class with you and I got to sit in coach? Well, I mean, you ain't got no job. You ain't contributing. All you do is wash dishes and clean the house. So technically, I mean, Dana, what would you do? I mean, do you think if you bought a ticket, if you and I was going to Europe, and let's say, you know, you want to bring somebody along, and you bought them a ticket, and they sat in coach, and we in first class, I mean, is that wrong?
I'll be like, shut the fool up. Just be glad you going. Be glad
you on the plane.
Yeah, you got a seat. You got a seat.
You got a seat. I mean, you on the flight. We gonna take off together and land together. Why you being petty? Why you being small?
I'll bring you some food back there.
Right. So what? You have my children. So what? So what? I'm paying for the kids. I'm paying for you. I'm paying for the kids. I'm paying the mortgage. I'm paying. And me and my boy, we go on these trips all the time. It's a boys' trip. You wanted to come along. I finally found room to bring you on, and you're on. And so you what? So I board the plane first. You walk past me. I give you dap. You go on to the back. When we land, we can cupcake when we get there. Why you all? I just think it was.
There it is. Yeah, there it is, Ben.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. She lucky she on the Right, was it last minute? No, it wasn't last minute. It wasn't last minute.
Look at Lakeisha. She said, sirs.
So Serena said I would have beat him down. Serena, why you beating him down? If we're going to London, you've never been to London. You couldn't go to London unless I bought the ticket because you ain't got no job and you ain't got no money. All right, so you gonna fight me because I bought you a ticket to go somewhere you couldn't afford to go without me? I mean,
he said catch a Greyhound back home. Thais.
I'm just saying. So Serena want to fight me because Serena ain't got no money, no credit cards, no income. I bought you a ticket to go, and now you want to fight me because I got you on the plane. But you not really, Serena. That's real petty of you. I'm just saying. So fellas, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do y'all think that the dude was wrong? You know, or should the fella just told her, yo, you can't go, it's a boys' trip, you just can't go at all. He tried to include her in the festivities. She been begging and whining to go for years. He finally buckled down and said, yo, I got you a ticket. You can come along. But the tada is this. When she copped an attitude and said, I'm not going to go, guess who called her and banged on her? The best friend called her and was like, we didn't want you to go anyway. Why you all mad? This is why you wasn't invited in the first place. So stay home.
Listen here. That will be the time when you call your best friend and be like, yo, bro, you got an extra couch or room?
Sure, I got an extra bed. Come through. Come through. Let me see your eyes.
See, here we go. Back to last week. Last week, we're going to leave last week. We're going to take that. We ain't done this in a long time. We're going to take last week and put it in a box, lock the key, and throw that shit away.
Right, smitten. I am smitten.
Look, Sharita said it. Look at smitten.
Right, AC. You know, and AC. Now that I've said it, so my friend posted this, and then because you know everybody on his comments was like, "Yo, that's gay. It's gay. It's gay. It's gay. It's gay." So you know, I didn't want to be marginalized. I'm like, well, hold on, wait a minute. Wait, let me shut this down. So I got on the chat and I was like, yo, so if they were gay dudes, because gay dudes, the real DL dudes, they know how to move. So ladies, pay attention. They know how to move. So let's just say it was a DL situation. A real DL situation, she would have been sitting in first class and they would have sat in coach because they'd have been like, you know what? Let's make her feel like a queen. Let's not make her be suspicious. And the husband would have said, baby girl, I bought you a first class seat. I can't afford two, but I got one for you because I want you to feel like a queen. This is your first trip. This is your first time going with us. Me and my boys will sit in the back. When we land, hey, you know, the world is yours. That's real DL maneuver. You know, because they're not gonna bring on no suspicion. He already know if me and my boy sit in first class and she and coach, she gonna be suspicious thinking something jumping off. So no, we gonna flip this.
But what if she says, I want you in first class with me?
I told you I can't afford it. I can't afford 2 first class seats.
What the shit?
No, she ain't got no money. Listen. I'm buying this. I can afford 1 first class ticket. I want you to get the first class experience because you are my queen.
But the crazy part about it is first class tickets and coach tickets almost the same price right now.
Nah, bro. Come on, we're going overseas. This is international. It's a totally different cost.
Okay, so what if
it's first class from LA to Seattle? That's
don't they got
class.
the planes that got the upstairs and downstairs?
Put her upstairs.
She got to use the top.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, a real one. He gonna finesse this and say, I can't afford 2 first class seats. I want you to sit up there. So that means for 8 hours while we're in the air, you are in first class. You are not sitting next to me in my boo thing. You are up there. We are in the back.
That's how real
boo thing. That's how real DL dudes gonna move this. That's how they gonna maneuver. So ladies, if you invited to a boys trip and you get a first class seat and your husband ain't sitting next to you, then you scratch your temples.
You don't get nothing up yet.
You don't get mad. You don't get mad when you in coach and they in first class because that just means he don't respect you. They ain't gay. He just don't respect you. You just a doormat. He ain't rocking with you like that. He don't think you worthy of nothing. But if he's trying to keep you and still keep him, you gonna be in first class and they gonna be in coach. I'm just saying, y'all gotta think about this. Y'all gotta think about this. But yeah, per that story, he bought 2 first class tickets. But I'm just saying, for everybody to think that's a gay move, not necessarily. The gay move is her getting the first class and we sitting in the back. That's the gay move. Because we want her. I want to keep her. I don't want to lose her. I want her to still be my wife. I need a beard. So I got to make sure my beard is kept. Now, if I didn't have no respect for her and I ain't thinking about her, I'm going to bring her along, but you sit and coach. That's some old low down straight dude maneuver type stuff. That's just old dirty straight dude. I ain't tripping off her. She don't mean nothing. She just the baby mama, sit in the back, sit in steerage, sit on the bottom of the ship. You know, I'm just saying. That was
wait, the bottom of the ship?
That's steerage
with the bags.
Yeah, with the bags. Now the homie hitting her up. Now that's a totally different situation. Now the boy, you don't call my girl going off on my girl. You don't do that. Even if we are
so what would you do then? What would you do then?
I'm checking my boy. You don't. I don't care who I'm with. Don't nobody check who I'm with except for me.
So what if she checked him?
That's fine.
But you with him?
That's fine. But I'm DL. I don't care. I gotta play the role, and I'm gonna tell him to take it. Just take it to the chin. She don't know about you. I ain't leaving you. So what? Whatever she says to you don't matter. What's the matter with you? I'm trying to educate the people. Welcome to my TED Talk. I'm trying to educate y'all.
God,
because you can't be so quick. You can't be so quick to think it's something that's gay unless you have really unpacked it and dissected it. You know, if you want to know if something's really gay, ladies, you want to know if something's really suspect, inbox me. I'll give you the whole thing. But on the surface level, don't jump into the gay thing so quick. Just say it. But Joe, of course, you ain't leaving your lady on that flight because you respect your woman. This is for the dudes that don't respect their girl, that put their bros before hoes and put their boys first. Yeah, this is for that dude. Not the ones that's trying to keep it clean. So I'm just saying.
Wait, but who would do that?
Raggedy dudes, raggedy females. There's some raggedy females out there. We never talk about the raggedy females that dog their boy out. We'll never talk about them.
We had a show like that.
We'll never drag the girls.
I think that's the show I called somebody husky. Wait, was that show?
No, we called him husky on another show. But that no, we don't talk about power. It's a lot of low down girls out there that's dogging out some really good dudes. It's a lot of good dudes out there that is dealing with girls that ain't about nothing for love. So women, we ain't jumped on y'all block yet. Y'all so busy focused on us. We don't talk about y'all having y'all little side chick. It's a lot of girls out there got a side chick, and the boys is oblivious. Dudes are oh, that's just her girl. They love to go shoe shopping.
There it is. That's right. Dip that biscuit. Dip that biscuit.
Yeah, that's my girl. How he, yada. They're just best friends. Bruh.
Pam said I'm not raggedy.
Yeah, bruh.
That's right, Denise.
He's worse than Mike and how he did Sheila. You too big for the seat. Go drive. Go drive to the mountain, Sheila. Just as raggedy. All right, here we go. Let me go. So, driving while black, PTSD. So today I was driving on the freeway. I was driving, my tags is registered, my insurance up to date, my windows are tinted but not too dark and all that kind of stuff. And I was driving and the cop, they just got in the lane behind me on the freeway. And for some reason, I instantly got nervous. Not nervous, scared. Like, oh my God, this is it. And I'm driving. And I'm looking at my speedometer, making sure I'm not going too fast or too slow. I'm just like, oh my God, it's a cop behind me. Knowing I'm doing nothing wrong. But I think that because of all the stuff that we have seen about law enforcement and black people, we are instantly triggered. Now, I think black people are instantly triggered by the police. I posted this comment and somebody said, well, I don't get triggered if I'm not doing anything wrong. Why would they stop me? I mean, hello.
There you go, Joe.
Yeah, historically, let's look at this. So, Dana, do you get triggered when the police pull up behind you?
I do. Yes, I do. And all my stuff is legit.
Everything.
Like I got tinted windows like you too. They don't never, they don't pull us over for that, thank God. But yeah, I really get nervous because they probably want to say, who's this black man? And, me and Donta got matching Bentleys. So when we roll it.
Not matching because we're together.
No,
it was on sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free.
Brothers. BROTHAS. Brothers. But what I'm saying is, yes, because most of the time you think they're going to pull you over because you're driving a nice car. Where you get this car from, automatically think you're a drug dealer or doing something like that, or whatever. So yeah, I get nervous. I really do.
And I think
especially when I got the kids.
Yeah, and I think I shared the last time I got pulled over a few months ago, and my license plate is custom, and he was like, "What does the license plate mean?" I'm like, "Dr. Donta Morrison." He was like, "Oh, you're a doctor?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm a doctor." And he looked at me. I was like, I'm like, I don't want to clap back on you because you kind of in the position of power. But I'm like, you think I can't be a doctor? I don't understand. But I just think this. Look at these comments. AC said, "I'm always triggered when they pull up behind me, especially knowing that I ride with a strap." Yes. Yeah. In some states, you can drive with a weapon or whatnot. You can drive with all that kind of stuff. I have a lot of frat brothers that do that. I'm not gonna put their name on there. Some are watching right now. Some just joined.
I wonder who.
I ain't gonna tell you.
I wonder who.
No, one of my frats that came and picked me up. We went to get some tacos, and we got in the car.
How you done gave it away already when you said tacos?
No, it ain't Joe. It ain't Joe. Oh. And we went to get tacos, and I got in the car, and I looked, and I saw it just sitting right there, just like, hey. And I was like, bro, you ain't go hide that. And he like, we're going to get taco. I mean, come on. I'm like, well, drive slow, because I'm looking like, I want to know. I'm like, Lord, please. But it's a lot of folks that drive strapped. And I get that. And these are not killers. These are not murderers. They just drive strapped.
Yeah,
they can
you never know.
Carry. Right. They can legally carry.
Under the seat.
And Joe, it was one up in there. And Joe took me all over, Dave.
He was about to come pick me up,
all over, But I just think so. I think that being black people, knowing what we know and what we have seen, when it comes to law enforcement, we are automatically triggered. We are triggered by those kind of things, and I don't know if we can ever get out of that. It is a sign of PTSD. And I think that when we say PTSD, a lot of folks instantly go to the military, war veterans or whatnot. But black people have a form of PTSD that really has not been talked about in the way that it should. Just being black, we are traumatized, we are triggered, we are always on edge, and knowing that the police is behind me. Just driving, probably wasn't even thinking. He probably was texting, probably even thinking about me. Just knowing he was there, and for any reason that he may have felt, he could have hit those lights and whatnot. And it wasn't until he got over and sped past me that I kind of exhaled and was like,
It's funny though that you say that, because even growing up, and I have these conversations with my son, it's like, even growing up, your parent will say, "Don't look at the cop. Don't look at him." You know, because if you, I never understood that until I got older. It's like, I'm looking. Why can't I look that way? I need to, you know. So I never understood that until I got older. So I have these conversations with my sons all the time. It's like, yo, you know, you guys are young black men now,
right?
And society and the world is not going to be the way that it is when you guys turn 18, 19, 20. I said it may be better, but be prepared for it to be worse. I said, because it was worse when I was young, but now with social media, it got even worse. You understand what I'm saying? So I tell them this, I said, you know, be respectful, don't talk back, even to adults, or even especially the cops, because I even showed them a movie when the guy didn't even say nothing to a cop. He just said, "You eyeballing me?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't even say nothing, but you look at them a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, they take, I said, even in the NBA, you get a technical foul if you stare at the referee.
Right.
So you know, I give them all those examples. So to be honest with you, I'm really scared for them.
No, I get it.
And I pray for them. You know, I'm scared for them. And even women, black women, I pray for them, you know, because you never know what can happen.
It's a lot. AC said, "I'll be triggered until they pass by me or exit. Then I'll be talking shit." Right, yeah. What you gonna do? Yeah. They gone now. When they behind you, 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock.
Right.
3 o'clock and 9 o'clock.
10 and 2.
Right. The minute they pass by, you recline that seat back.
Yeah.
Music up. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know. That's what I'm saying. But that's real talk. Real talk. All right. And last question. We got 4 minutes left on the show. Last question. It says, "Fight on, be great." So, do you stop fights? Do you stop fights? I was in a situation last week where a fight broke out, and people were looking at me to stop the fight. You know, I don't stop fights, because my thing is, if I try to break up a fight and I get hit, now it's 3 of us fighting. You know, now we got a whole melee. So let me know, just by chime. This is our last question. Not even gonna comment on it. Do commentary. Do you break up fights? You know, Joe said no. Thank you, Joe. Serena said no. Serena said no, I don't. Do you break up fights? Ahmad said, "I stop fights." Do you, Fred? You stop fights? Sharitha said nope. You know, AC, hell no. Going to where I came from, when fights broke out, gunfire usually followed. You know, fights escalate. They escalate quick. And the minute you jump in and try to break it up, that's when the dude done pulled out a knife to stab the dude, and you get stabbed. The other dude ain't got nothing. You know, because I think it really I question, like, do I stop this fight or not? I sat back like, nah. Y'all fight until it's over with, because it's not what it used to be. You can't just pull folks apart and they go their separate corners. You pull
because of social media.
And then, you know, somebody's videotaping. There's always a camera available. It's always something. So
that happened to my boy's son. My buddy's son tried to break up a fight and he got shot. He's dead.
Wow.
My buddy I can say his name because he's my buddy. Brandon Macklin.
Wow.
His son got killed trying to break up a fight for his friend. And they shot him for jumping in, and his friend, you know. Yeah, his friend. Yeah, right. You know, Ahmad said Bulldogs. Ahmad, I didn't fight. It was a heated discussion that almost led to a fight. So thank you, Ahmad. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, my activity. Do you stop a woman from being hit? That's a good question, Steph. Do you stop a woman from being hit? I don't get in relationship fights, because you could get out there and you could get hurt or get your ass whipped, and then she'd be right back with that Negro. So I don't get in relationship fight. I've seen it happen too many times within families where brothers have gone to beat up the guy for their sister or cousin or whatever the case may be, and then the next day or 2 days later, they with that guy again, and you done got sliced from ear to ear, and you got a mark or a keloid on your face forever, and she's still with this nigga. Sorry.
This black man.
This Afro-American.
This colored.
So no.
All right, thank you. And then closing comment, Dave Tillman Jr. said, nope. Who am I to interfere with God's plan?
Hey, Bahasha.
Y'all go ahead. I'm going to finish this drink and leave. Period. There you go. There you go. Listen, that wraps up tonight's show. Thank y'all for tuning in. We truly appreciate you. Follow me on Instagram, Donta_Morrison, Donta_Morrison. Check out Dana at DNA 716 DNA 716 on IG, both on Instagram. If you've not followed us on YouTube, make sure to follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/Donta Morrison, youtube.com/Donta Morrison. Be a part of the village. We appreciate y'all. Also, make sure to check out PyroMediaNetwork.com and all the shows that are on Pyro Village. You know we love you. We appreciate y'all. Without you, there would be no us. So please keep on tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow night right here, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for another conversation. I got a special interview on tomorrow that you are going to love. So make sure to tune in tomorrow and be a part of the dialogue. So I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe, wear your mask, wash your hands, all that kind of stuff. COVID's out there, monkeypox out there, the flu is out there, syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea is out there, all kinds of stuff is out there. So you know what? Sleep alone. Sleep alone. Don't talk to nobody. Don't touch nobody. And stay safe. All right. Take care. Good night, y'all.
Peace.
My shit, yeah, my shit, yeah, see.
My God. Good night.